Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up.
Oh, shit. We both got white. We both got on white jerseys.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Dog, see, dog, I play them different color jerseys. They be doing them schemes and shit. I be trying different schemes out. I'll change it up. I'll do something different. Do the 1, 2, 3, Kel. All right, 1, 2, 3. I ain't going white this time. I'm changing it up. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do all that. I want you to see this shit come next year, boy. Yeah, it's been up. I ain't no take it down. It's more than that, man. This Super Bowl right here. The Super Bowl right here.
Thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Prescott looks to throw on first. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. K1 Short able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete here.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Newton on 1st down. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 40
Oh, my
line.
God.
Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back.
Here come the damn injuries.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Newton able to use those legs and to pick up the first.
I remember how he got hurt, like,
there's times when I'm
that hit stick wasn't even like, you know what I'm saying, like,
let NFL quarterbacks
it wasn't like no shaking hit stick type shit. He just went down.
The ultimate weapon at that position.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. A dump off to Anderson. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another 1st down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flushed out right. This is caught. So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves, and
it's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess from 3 yards out. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Cowboys offense. The wild optimism going into last season, of course, because they were coming off that 13-3 year, but they faded a bit last year as they dropped to a good but not great 9-7.
The good thing for Dallas, they play in a pretty volatile division, the NFC East. There hasn't been a repeat champion in the East since 2003-2004, and that was Philadelphia, who currently holds the crown right now. But this is a Dallas team that I think has worked its way through some adversity. They've lost some key veteran players along the way the last 2 years. So the face of the franchise, actually the face is quarterback Dak Prescott. But to me, the guy who really makes them go, running back Ezekiel Elliott. If they get 16 out of him, expect Dallas to be in the thick of things.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott.
Oh, good fucking pass.
Side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Going up top. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
I needed that. They gonna do that shit lucky through it, right?
Really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Yeah, make sure, man, what about around him? I know he had to make sure he was wide open.
Nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
He know what he's going to do.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top. Take it.
And this is caught.
Oh, shit.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Allen Hurns, his first touchdown in a Cowboy uniform. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bailey got the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
What the hell is that? Jamie Wilson? It's a big boy.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. We turn our attention to the Panthers as they come out here on offense, and it's been an interesting 3-year run. You look back to their Super Bowl appearance, then they dropped to 6-10 a couple of years ago. Last year back in the playoffs with 11 wins. So what in 2018?
I think a continuation of 2017 and an expansion on what we saw. It's always going to be a tough-minded team. They want to run the ball inside, and Cam Newton can be your short yardage runner as well as play the quarterback position and throw it. But they want to open things up. Remember, they drafted Christian McCaffrey last year, want to get him the ball in open space. They ended up drafting DJ Moore this year, so they want to be more explosive down the field throwing the football. And Luke Kuechly is a heck of a building block on defense. This is a team that fully expects to contend in the NFC South, and they think they can go much deeper in the playoffs.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. C.J. Anderson to the game. He gets it here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now he'll dump it underneath off to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On second down, Anderson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing is Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. Newton will bring him up first and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Here's Newton. Dancing to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. That's the first NFL touchdown in the career of DJ Moore as his guys have now moved out in front as they have taken the lead.
Although it's more commonplace now than at any other time in the NFL, it's still tough to think about throwing a rookie quarterback right into the fire week 1. But guess what? He handled the fire awfully well and threw his first touchdown pass.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around, and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball, and when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt return.
Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Hey, 20.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He sets to, and this is caught the 20. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And give him a gain of 37.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Newton now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's first and 10. They'll run. Anderson. And he's going to throw his way in for a Panther score. C.J. Anderson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Why?
I got time. She's got
a first down carry by Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass.
I appreciate it.
That allowed them to disrupt the play.
I got time.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. He hits Beasley right side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to air one out. And Beasley's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley, 30 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They start the drive with Anderson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Oh, well, that's
you have to
wide.
be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to zone blitz
They made me lob that shit. That was wide.
Anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On second down, here's Newton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now.
That shit hurt my damn shit. Hurt my heart, boy.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, Kerwin Williams.
Oh, good.
This will be fielded at the 17. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They gave him that shit,
The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
That was some crazy shit.
To throw is Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott.
That shit